Does something like a perfect ab routine exist? And if yes, what would it look like? Well, first we need the best exercises to target all parts of your abs. For that we take a look at this study which tested the EMG activity for different exercises. Crunches with arms extended were the most effective for the upper part of the rectus abdominis. Leg raises were the most effective for the lower part, and side bends were the best for the obliques. Besides the best exercises, training volume, frequency and effort are the most important points to design a perfect ab routine. If you're doing too little, you won't progress. And if you're doing too much, you won't progress either. How much you should do depends on many different factors like training experience and regeneration. Beginners often get good results if they do a bit less, while advanced athletes can do more to get the best possible outcome. Alright, now you know everything to get started. But wait a minute. Especially when it comes to the best exercises, there are some things to consider. The first point is exercise modification. For example, the regular plank is not among the top 3 exercises for any part of your abs in this study. But if you modify it to a long lever plank, you can increase the abdominal activity up to 100% in the upper and lower rectus as well as in the obliques, and with that make it a top tier exercise. The next point to consider is exercise selection. Not all possible ab exercises were tested in this study. For example, the rollout. It was later compared from another study where it was tested against 7 other exercises. There it showed the greatest EMG activity for the whole rectus abdominis and the obliques in a 5 rep range. Another study from 2008 comes to the same result, which makes the rollout one of the best overall abdominal exercises in terms of EMG activity. This brings us straight to the last factor, which is about your current level and abilities. Even if the rollout scores the highest in EMG activity, it may still not be the best exercise for you. The reason for that is that the rollout is not an isolation movement. Besides the abs, you need good lat, chest, erector spinae as well as forearm strength to be able to do this movement properly. So if you have specific weak links in these parts, you won't be able to train your abs that effectively. Another example are hanging leg raises. This exercise showed a very high activation for the lower abdominals. But what if you aren't able to do them properly for more than just a few reps? What if your main problem is mobility and you can't really raise your legs that high? What if you can't maintain the correct joint alignment and work your hip flexors more than your abs? And what if your forearms fatigue first and you can't continue with the exercise even if your abdominals are not anywhere close to failure? Well, in that case, the perfect exercise is not perfect for you and you should choose another one or modify the movement. EMG activity is important, no question. But you should always consider other factors like specific weak links to see the whole picture. Alright guys, to take all these points into action, we show you Sven's and my current ab routine. But please keep in mind that this workout is adapted to our goals and abilities and also changes every now and then. So don't just copy it blindly. Instead, you should join our workout courses on calimove.com. Every program comes as a step-by-step guide with different levels and progressions so that you get the right challenge for your current abilities. Okay, now I'll show you my current ab routine. I have an A and a B workout, which I do both once a week. I also do other exercises before in the same session, so these days are not focused on abs only. In workout A, I do 4 sets of toes to the bar, which I do on Swedish bars because my upper body is fixed and with that I get a longer lever and higher intensity for the abs. I also do some kind of drop sets with this exercise because with straight legs I feel the quads quitting the job a bit earlier than the abs. By tucking the legs when continuing, I can get the quads out of the equation and bring the abs to fatigue or failure. Next I continue with 4 sets of modified weighted crunches. For this exercise I use a lower back support to increase the range of motion. And before you think this exercise is not good for your lower back, It's not a problem for me, because the mat keeps my lumbar spine closer to the natural curve and supports stability, which reduces shearing forces and the risk of inappropriate biomechanical stress. In workout B, I do 4 sets of L to V sit. I like this exercise because I can work on my mobility, straight leg quad strength, rear delts, triceps, and the abs while maintaining or improving my V-sit skills. After that, I do side plank raises for 4 sets per side. Here I support myself on my hand, which gives me a higher range of motion than being on the elbow. In all exercises, I feel the abs more when I try to pull in my abs and focus on tensing them, instead of just doing the movement. Mind-muscle connection is very important for me in those exercises. Okay, now we take a look at Sven's workout.
Hey guys, Sven here. Similar to Alex, I like to do multi-joint exercises or even skills with an abdominal component, but also make sure to include strong abdominal focused exercises as well. I train my abs about 2 times a week, and I also hit other muscles before on the same day. In workout A, I do 5 sets of L-sit to tucked handstand press. This exercise is a complex movement that includes many muscles and helps me to work on different skills at once. So it's not a pure abdominal exercise, but skill work that challenges my abs as well. After that, I do 4 sets of the hollow body crunch. In contrast to the previous exercises, the hollow body crunch gets as close as possible to an ab isolation movement. To be honest, this is my current favorite ab exercise, because in no other movement I can feel and fatigue my abs that well. In workout B, I do about 4 sets of the sitting leg raise. I like this exercise because it helps me to improve my mobility while targeting my abs at the same time. Of course, my quads will always fatigue first when doing this movement, but I still get some good ab work done here. After that, I finish my workout with 4 sets of hanging twisted knee raises. Hanging knee raises have always been a part of my ab routine in the last couple of years. And since I've got no problems with my grip strength, I can really focus on my rectus abdominis and with this twisting variation, hitting my obliques as well. Okay guys, as you can see, the perfect ab workout depends on many different factors like your level of experience and abilities. That's the reason why we split our calisthenics workout programs into different levels with various exercises, progressions, and the right amount of volume, frequency, and effort. So if you want to progress as fast as possible, join our online courses on calimove.com. If you have any other questions, feel free to leave a comment. See you soon, Sven.